guys, welcome to class. We'll get started in a couple minutes here, so just hang tight. And yeah, get started soon. All right, just another minute or so, and then we'll go ahead and get started. As usual, make sure you have like a yoga mat, some water, anything you need to make yourself nice and comfy so you can just have a nice, relaxing class. Awesome. What's this? Oh, it's from us. You're welcome. BreakOut Studios. AKA Todd. Nice. Alrighty. One more minute and then we'll get going. All right. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're all staying safe and healthy out there, especially those of us in Tucson, Arizona. You should wash your hands. Just really try to protect yourselves and others. So let's just go ahead and have a nice, relaxing, and calming class. So let's go ahead and, as always, start with our breathing. Yeah, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Laying down on our backs. As usual, you can pick whether you'd like to have your legs outstretched, maybe in a reclined butterfly, or just planted on the ground. But we'll just lay down. And when you find comfortable. And we'll just start with 3 nice big breaths together. As I said, in through the nose and out through the mouth. We begin breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Last time, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And let's take a moment here just to do a full body scan, head to toe. Noticing if you're holding any tension. If so, go ahead and release with your exhales. Imagine like you're a little scoop of butter and the floor is a nice hot saucepan. You just want to melt down as much as possible and just relax. Nice, even breathing here. Keeping in mind a nice circular motion, in through the nose, passing through the body, and exhaling through the mouth. Sorry, everyone. Couple more breaths here. And let's bring it back together with 3 nice even breaths. Breathing in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Sorry, guys. Again, in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Last time, in through the nose. And out through the mouth. And gently making your way to a comfortable seat. Sorry about that, everyone. All right, so go ahead and just make your way to a butterfly here, sitting nice and high on those sits bones. Crown of the head reaching for the ceiling, tailbone reaching for the floor. We're just gonna go ahead and fold over our legs right away. We just wanna really think of releasing that low back here. So in this class, with all the stretches that we do, try to keep in mind your low back. And just think about releasing as much as possible. We want to try to just loosen up that lumbar sacrum area. Making sure we're keeping our shoulders nice and relaxed here. Making sure our nose is pointing towards the floor and not curled towards our belly button. That's going to create tension in our low back. So just try to keep the gaze directly downwards and just relax. And let's go ahead, rolling up through the spine. Bringing our legs directly out in front of us and releasing over. Same thing here, making sure we're not curling back. Just staying elongated through the back and releasing over our legs. And gently rolling up through the spine, crossing your shins and making your way to a tabletop position. I'll turn this way for you guys. Go ahead and move through our cat-cows here, just wakening up that spine, just on your own timing. Couple more passes here, connecting our breath and our movement together in our cat-cows. Big inhale with our cow and a heavy exhale with our cat. And let's go ahead and move into some lateral C curves. Feeling that relationship between the head and the pelvis. Moving side to side. Staying flat here. Yeah, we don't want to drop the chest or the pelvis like in the cat-cows. We're just staying on the same plane, but moving side to side. Same level. And maybe take a few circles here if you feel comfortable. Really getting into your range of motion here. And we'll switch directions. And returning back to tabletop, we're just going to go ahead and bring our toes together, knees separated, and push back into a child's pose. Reaching your arms out as far as you can in front of you. Just filling up with air to the base of your ribs. And exhaling that chest a little bit closer to the floor. Same thing here with that idea of melting butter. Just trying to connect with the floor as much as possible. Be mindful of your shoulders. And we'll gently roll up through the spine here. Coming to a seat. You're going to go ahead and walk out to a tabletop, and we're just going to go into puppy dog pose here, which is similar to child's pose, except keep hips over your knees. So we're just going to go from here and walk our hands off. And we'll just stay here for a moment. Couple more breaths here. And gently walking your way back up to tabletop, tucking your toes, and pushing back into a downward facing dog. We'll take a moment here to just tread through the feet, nice and gentle. Unless you're like me and then like 10 different joints just popped. Just gonna keep treading through it. Good. And sending those heels down, hips towards the ceiling. Hang out here for a moment. Just get comfortable. Checking in with your low back. And let's gently just bring our downstage leg up towards the ceiling. And bending the knee, taking a few ankle circles here. Straightening the leg. And let's just bring it through into a lunge for just a minute here. Getting comfortable. Stretching through the front of that hip. And gently drop that back knee, untuck your toes, and walk up to a 99 position here. Now, you can either stay here for the stretch, or if you're feeling it, you can push a bit forward with that pelvis. To get a stretch through the front of that hip. And if you're as tight as I am, you'll get a stretch through the low back. Try to keep your focus nice and lifted. Checking in with your breathing here, nice and even, still thinking of that circular energy. Pressing forward a little bit deeper. Back to our lunge. Planting our hands and pushing back into our downward facing dog. Ready through the feet here. Sending those heels down, hips up. Taking a big breath. And exhale. Go ahead and shoot that upstage leg towards the ceiling. Dropping it to the side, taking a few ankle circles here. Good. Shooting our leg up towards the ceiling. And we're going to bring it through to a nice gentle low lunge on our other side. Stretching through the front hip. As always, make sure to keep these low abs lifted and engaged, especially in a class where we're going to focus on releasing that low back. It's important to keep those abs engaged in order to protect things. So go ahead, drop that back knee, untuck those toes, up to 90-90. Chest high, focus locked. And gently press forward in the hips for a deeper stretch. Low abs lifted. Maintaining good posture here, thinking of the crown of the head reaching up and the tailbone reaching down, like I said before. If we have bad posture here, we're not going to get as good of a stretch through our hip and our low back. So it's important to stay engaged. Pressing a bit further forward. And gently releasing forward, tucking those toes back into our low lunge. And gently bringing our foot back into our downward facing dog. Treading through the feet. And walk our hands to our feet into a forward fold. This time, let's go ahead and we're just going to walk our feet out to a hip-width distance apart. So not together, but not in a second position. Just hip-width distance. And take a slight bend to your knees here for a ragdoll. You can just sway side to side, just lengthening through that low back. And while we're doing a ragdoll, still just make sure we don't let our shoulders get to our ears, yeah? Even if we think that's a relaxed position, it still holds tension. Hanging out our ragdoll, swaying side to side maybe. You can shake the head yes or no. You're like knee, you feel this all the way down your back. This is what getting old feels like. I don't like it. And go ahead and plant your hands, straighten those legs, walk them back into parallel. We'll just stay here for another second. Maybe shake the head yes and no one more time. And we're going to slowly walk our feet back into our downward facing dog. Treading through, getting comfortable in this position. Good. Reaching nice and long here. We're going to shoot our down stage leg up yet again. And just bring it through into our low lunge. Let's go ahead, drop that back knee, untuck those toes, up to 90-90. We're going to reach our hands up and over our head, interlace our fingers, and bring our pointer fingers up towards the ceiling. And we're just going to very gently reach up through our fingers and make a C curve. So we're creating a relationship between our head and our pelvis here in order to stretch this back side of the body in the front of this hip, yeah? So that energy comes up and it pours over like a fountain. This pose isn't about pushing forward as much as it is about rounding through the spine. This is an easy one to create tension in, so make sure you just keep breathing. Keep checking in. Are you rounding? Are you lifting through the low abs? And we'll gently lift it up. Reach the chest forward, tucking our toes into our low lunge. And we'll push back into our downward facing dog. Running through the feet here. Good. Reaching that elbow high. We'll take our upstage leg towards the ceiling and bring it through into our low lunge. Getting comfortable here. Good. Dropping that knee, untucking our toes, lifting up. Go ahead, bring those hands overhead, reaching our pointer fingers towards the ceiling, and curling over. This is a very active pose, so make sure that our mind's turned on and we're not just going on autopilot here. Couple more breaths. And reaching up, releasing forward with that chest, tucking those toes into our low lunge. Whew. That one always gets me. Good. And let's go ahead and push back into our downward facing dog, treading with our feet. Good. And we're just going to gently walk our hands to our feet again, or our feet to our hands, vice versa. And then a forward fold here. So let's bring it out to a wide parallel second and just release over as much as possible. So for some of us that might get here, that's totally fine. You guys know me. Wherever you're at, it's always great. But go ahead and release over as far as you can while maintaining good length and posture through the back. Doesn't have to be completely flat, but don't let it be this rounded position. Just releasing over. Keeping our shoulders far from our ears. Good. Maybe you want to interlace the hands at the low back and let them drop overhead. That's good too. Moving side to side, maybe. Couple breaths here. Just moving through this position in whatever way feels nice. You can bring back the nodding yes and shaking no. Gently walking our feet back into center. We're just going to make our way to the floor here. So whatever you can look, just make your way to the floor. On our backs here, just take a second to get comfortable. Maybe take a few hip rocks here. Maybe a heel rock would be good for you. Maybe a heel rock. Just take a second to get comfortable and release down into the floor. All right. So for this next part, what we're going to do is have your feet in line with your sits bones. I was like, have them in line with your sits bones, so heels in line. And we're just going to be really gentle here. We're going to place our hands where our thighs meet our pelvis. We're just going to gently push down here to create some space in the back, in the low back. Just a few times on your own timing. Be gentle here. Your back may pop. That's totally normal. Just finding some extra length through those vertebrae. Your ribs might pop up a little bit like mine. Mine just really come up before. Make sure you don't go like this. Yeah. Just a little push here. I like doing this little exercise at the end of the day. I feel like it really helps me find a bit more length in my low back because as the day goes on, I feel like it crunches together. So this helps it expand a little bit in my mind. So maybe this will be something you want to take in your day-to-day routine. All right. So we're just gonna bring our arms to a T and just windshield wiper the legs side to side here. Again, just sort of massaging the low back. And make sure, even though we're still kind of relaxing here, that we're sending an energy out through our tailbone and up through the crown of our head. Because if we don't, we can get a little arch in our back here, and then this windshield wipering isn't giving us any sort of release. So make sure that we still have that oppositional energy engaged so that we can properly release our low backs if our fuzzy assistance underneath. All right, so gently, we're just gonna take a little double leg twist. So for some of us, that'll just look like bringing both legs to the side here and looking the other way. Yeah, so your legs can go to the right and your focus to the left. Or if you would like an added stretch, you can take your outside leg, cross it over. So I'm taking my right, crossing it over my left. You can either do that, you can even tuck the toes, sort of like a yoga equal kind of thing. And we're just gonna drop them to the side here. So same thing, this is just giving it a little extra pull. Staying even with our breath here. More breaths here. And gently release that, that twist of that spine. And windshield wiper the legs side to side again. Noticing if one hip feels more open than the other, if one side of your back feels a bit longer. And we'll switch sides, so either just letting both legs fall to one direction, or if you'd like an added twist, bringing the left leg over the right, maybe crossing those toes underneath the calf, and dropping to the side. I don't know about you guys, this side is really tight. Couple more breaths here. And releasing the legs. Windshield wiper side to side. Good. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're just going to do some leg stretches. But instead of having both legs elongated this time, we're going to keep our supporting leg planted onto the floor. So don't stretch it out. We're just going to keep it planted. Because when we stretch it this way and keep this foot planted, it helps us move into our low back a little bit more, whereas here, this might put a little bit more pressure on us. This helps us release a little bit of pressure while still getting a stretch. So we're just going to bring our right leg up towards our face, left leg stays planted, and just reach it in a bit closer. I always say make sure you don't just think down when you're stretching, but you're thinking of lifting up through the hip socket and forward. Take a few ankle circles here. And gently move it towards the side. Couple ankle circles. You can still keep this foot planted. Maybe just move the leg around in the socket for a bit. A little bit of rotation here might feel good on that low back. Couple ankle circles. And tossing the leg over will actually stretch the bottom leg out in front of us. So we can get a nice IT band twist in here. So we're getting a stretch through the low back, but also through the IT band. Clearly. Whew. And just bring your arm out to a T again, or you can maybe just bring it to a nice little L or cactus, or whatever you'd like to call it. Whatever is most comfortable for you. Hips are stacked one on top of the other. Chest is rotating towards the ceiling. Gaze is pulling away from our leg. And gently releasing here, not all the way, because as we release this leg down, it's going to pick up our bottom leg. They're going to cross above us. We're just going to pull our feet a bit closer inwards. As my legs are just crossed in air. Just pulling closer. A couple breaths here. Big breath in. Exhale, pull closer. Big breath in. And exhale, release. Good. Go ahead, plant that right leg, lifting the left, pulling close in towards the face with a few ankle circles. A little closer. And just gently open that to the side. Couple ankle circles. Moving the hip around a bit. Gently extending that bottom leg out, shooting that top leg up and over into an IT band stretch. Stacking our hips, rotating our chest, shifting our gaze, checking off all boxes. In dance, it's like one of the only times where it's okay to circle the foot, so you get a deeper stretch through that IT band. Checking in with your breath and your shoulders. Are you holding any tension anywhere? And gently release the leg, catching the bottom leg on the way in, crossing our legs above us, and pulling those feet in a bit closer. Go ahead, take a deep breath in. And exhale, pulling close. Again, deep breath in. And exhale, release the legs onto the floor. Once again, take our windshield wiper side to side. All right, so gently here, we're just gonna move ahead into, well, we have a couple options for this one. So if you're really just feeling like you need to be gentle tonight, you can go ahead and just relax and maybe a reclined butterfly, or you can just move through anything else that we've done previously in the class. Or that's option A. Option B is you can go ahead, bring those legs up, and move back into a plow pose. I actually need a little bit more room to do that. You can move back into a plow pose. So you want to think of your hips pushing over those shoulders here. Your feet stay planted. With plow pose, you can also do deaf man's pose, which is where your knees come to either side of your ears. Or option C, you can come all the way up to a shoulder stand. So whatever you're feeling, you can either stay in a reclined butterfly. That's option A. Option B is plow / deaf man, and option C is shoulder stand. So go ahead and make your way into whatever pose you feel most comfortable with. Couple breaths here. Staying even with that breath. If you're in shoulder stand, gently make your way to plow pose or deaf man's pose. Hang out here for a few breaths. Gently rolling down through the spine and planting those feet onto the floor. And again, windshield wiper those legs side to side. I feel like I can never do this enough. I feel like I could do this all day. These windshield wipers. Good. And let's just return to this again, pushing through that pelvis a couple times, making sure we keep that length. As usual, it's really easy to build up tension through stretching. Seems kind of counterintuitive, but it happens. Good. And let's stretch those legs out nice and long. We're going to flip over onto our stomach. And let's just push up into an up dog. Make sure we keep those low abs engaged so that we don't crunch in that low back that we just worked so hard to elongate and stretch out. And releasing down. Resting your forehead on your hands, bringing your feet up, and just windshield wiper again. But the opposite way. Couple more times here. And go ahead, lengthen those legs, and let's just push back into a child's pose one more time. Couple deep breaths here. And rolling up through the spine, making your way to a comfortable seat. We'll finish out class with our nice even breathing again. So 3 breaths we go, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Last time, deepest inhale and heaviest exhale. Awesome job tonight, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me as usual. Go ahead, give our other content a peek on our YouTube page, see what we've got going on. If you want to see future class schedules, go ahead and check our Facebook, our Instagram. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns. You can reach out to me through the YouTube channel or through the Instagram, whatever you'd like. And just really stay safe and stay healthy, everyone. We love you so, so, so much. We just want the best for you guys. So be safe, wash your hands. Yeah, okay. I'll see you guys again on Thursday, and let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns. I love you guys. Now time for my awkward little walk over here.